Alright, today we have an interesting episode ahead of us. Quite frankly, yeah, this is one of the more, well, I wouldn't really say difficult parts of the game. It's a little risky. And I played the remake, but, well, part of the remake. But, anyway, it turns out it may or may not be tougher here. I hadn't considered that because, this game's a little tougher than the remake. I'm beginning to think that's the problem with remakes these days. They're just too easy. I mean, whatever. Anyway, oh yeah, is it just me, or are these bees, like those giant bees in the Hunger Games, you ever read that? Those giant bees that, like, make you hallucinate and everything? I can't be the only one. Like, one of my friends pointed that out to me, that they look like that. I was like, wait a second. Oh yeah, and just so you guys know, I did some level grinding. So, well, not too much, I only went up 1 or 2 levels, but, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. First I gotta go to Kazoo's. Yeah, it's still called Kazoo's in this game. Because, like, I was playing the original version of Final Fantasy II, and all the names are different. Like, I mean, I know it's a fan translation and everything, but so is this, and the names are the same as they are in the remake. But, like, in Final Fantasy II, like, Palamecia is called Palamecia and everything, and I can understand why they changed it from the direct translation. It sounds less awkward, I guess. Not really, like, awkward, it just doesn't sound right. Like, think about it, like, what kind of, I mean, it just sounds like something you would spit up or something. I don't know. Hey, there's my favorite word again. Oh, and there's still no sound. I mean, I don't really care enough to figure it out, but I'll figure something out for music. I mean, I may or may not just, yeah. Oh yeah, it turns out the town's being haunted by stick figures. Well, actually what happened was this chubby genie guy, I mean, I think he's still a chubby genie, or at least he's a chubby genie in the remake. He made these people, all these guys, ghosts. Well, he didn't really, he cursed them. Oh, here's the game's resident Sid, by the way, the cool old guy with an airship. That's him in this game. Isn't this a little early to get an airship? I always, like, the first time I played this game, I was like, oh my gosh, I just got an airship, and it's so early in the game. Yes, this is so great. So, yes, I get to explore the entire world already. This game is awesome. This town's so much nicer than my hometown. Here they have rocks. Orange rocks. Expect a redhead, like, keep expecting, like, a redhead girl to be in here, like, in the remake. Except that, I already have everyone on my team. So, airship. Yeah, there's one huge catch to the airship. It can fly over castles. See, like I'm doing, but it can't fly over short mountains. That's a little disappointing. Either I'm flying straight through the castle, or I'm flying over it. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get the sword, the White Slayer, so I can go and actually, the White Slayer is better against undead enemies, and since the upcoming dungeon is filled with that crap, I need to go get that. Oh, and here's the most frustrating thing. Here's that whole frustration part. See, these things are undead. I'm assuming. I know there's zombies in here, and they're undead, and they are a pain. I really don't feel like putting up with the random encounters in this place. I just want to go in, get the sword, and get out. So, oh yeah. Speaking of which, there's a it's not exactly a boss. It's a slightly more powerful enemy. That's why I was level grinding, because I have to go up and fight a griffin. And in the remake, like, it was pretty tough. I'm not entirely sure how bad it's going to be this time around. We'll just have to wait and find out. Oh yeah, by the way, palette swaps ahoy. Do these guys here, what are they, the Dark Eyes, do they look familiar? I was gonna say they look like Carbuncle, but then I remember what Carbuncle was. It was a little bug-looking thing. It looks like something out of Pikmin, like, a lot of the enemies, well, not a lot of them, you know what I mean, but it's like something that would be in Pikmin. I mean, if any of you have actually played that game. If you haven't, you need to, though. Alright, back on topic. I also gave Jorgen, I gave him some magic. Now he has Cure and Pure, which is also known as Poisona in all the remakes, so it cures poison. Well, yeah, but you get the idea. Okay, and Astley just went up a job level. Yes. So basically that means they pretty much all around, their skill in that particular job goes up. They might get more magic points, or they might just end up getting, they probably just end up getting better with the weapons and whatnot. Oh yeah, zombies. Yeah, it's time to run. And this is why that's a very bad idea. When you get hit, when you're trying to run, yeah, you're completely defenseless while you're trying to run. Darn it. See, because basically you have absolutely no defense when trying to run. So, basically I have a choice between get killed really slowly, or just get killed while I'm trying to run away. And since while running away, I have a better shot at, not dying, I'm gonna do that. Oh, there we go. They left Jorgen. Screw Jorgen, we don't need him. He's getting all the girls anyways. And yes, I stand firm in my belief that all 4 of these guys are guys. Obviously, they're so mad. I mean, come on, their names are M-Slice, Jorgen, Broseph, and Astley. I mean, the only one with a slightly effeminate name is Astley, but he's named after Rick Astley, so. Time to go back to our hometown. Alright. I just noticed, it looks like he's, about to, the Black Mage from the front looks like he's about to, punch you in the face or something. Looks like he's got, oh, forgot to revive the eye first. Gee, I'm kind of angry this episode. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, and you can also use weapons on your enemies. Like, when you go into the item menu, and it's, when you're in a battle, you can actually, I tried using a knife on a killer bee. It did nothing. I thought it was I was wondering, is it kind of like a whole ninja throwing thing, or is it just using the knife on them, sprinkling the knife on them, and then, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought maybe it would be funny. Alright, yo-ho, time to cast off, or yo-ho and stuff, time to cast off. Nobody gets that reference. At all. Unless you're hipster like me. And actually played Final Fantasy V. Oh yeah, one name they did change is Sasune. In the remake it's Sasune, in this game it's Sassoon. Right where I got attacked last time. Alright. No, it's not worth it. I don't want to waste my time. I mean, I can only have 15-minute episodes, and I really don't want to have to start. I don't want to have to cut it off in the middle again. I mean, all I really did in the end of the last episode was finish a fight, and then go back to the town. I didn't do anything else. It actually ended right where I started this. Well, in the same spot that I started this episode. I did level grind a bit. Oh yes, and I'm stupid enough to risk getting these treasure chest guys. That was the most nerve-wracking thing I think I've ever done. Alright. Zombie George Washington heads guarding this mysterious box. Suddenly, monsters! Thousands of them! Actually, no, it's just this one griffin. Alright, let's go. Let's do this thing. I hate to say it, but 15 damage, it's actually not that bad for this fight. And see, Astley shouldn't, regularly he'd be doing, 10 damage with the, Broseph. 51. I think I can pull this off, though. Okay, so it did 51 against the warrior, or the fighter, which is armed, has better defense than the monk. But only does 17 against the monk. Huh. strange. Alright, let's take the sucker out. First. You see, this is pretty much, like, I still, also, if you're wondering why I'm not using any black magic with that for Astley, that's because I can't buy any yet. Not until I lift the curse, I think. Oh, yeah. I didn't even lose anyone that time. I mean, most of the time, I'll survive with, like, one guy left. Like in the remake and everything. Oh, and that reminds me, speaking of undead stuff, in the first game, oh no, I killed Lich with only the white mage being the only one left. Like, I mean, of course, that's not too impressive, but like my black mage died on the Phil. Okay, sorry for that outburst, but yeah, I apologize. But anyways, oh, believe me, I could have said something. I could have said something pretty profane there. You're lucky. I just quoted Rage Comics. Alright, I better just give him the White Slayer now. Alright, wait. Why is the... What? Huh. Can Jorgen equip it? What? Huh. Learn something new every day. Guess I better give this back to M-Slice. Alright, now I gotta go back, revive M-Slice, and I'm level grinding in between episodes because we have our second actual boss fight up next. But this one actually won't screw around. Like, this one's got magic, so I'm going to level grind a bit. And then the original, that boulder there, you could walk up to in the remake, I mean, you could walk up to that boulder and... Ugh, why you no land on town? Okay, but you could walk up to the boulder and say, it's a boulder. And you'd be like, no! Really? A boulder? I thought it was a giant lump of spaghetti or like a meatball or something. You know, even though it's quite obviously a rock. Alright guys, I'm going to end it here. I'm thanking anyways. Alright.